Well, that was not fun. So I'm checking some inverters because some are not producing properly. I got to this inverter, and typically what I do first is I'll measure the amperage of all of these strings. And everything seemed fine, so okay, next step, turn off the DC disconnect, start opening fuses. Very first fuses I opened, it did that for like a good 15 to 20 seconds. Just the best you can do if something like that happens, especially on something like this, which is a 1500 volt system. Yes, 1.5 thousand volts. As you just run and get to a safe distance and watch it, and you hope that it dies down quickly, because if it doesn't, you got to call the fire department, and that's, you know, not fun for anybody. So why did this happen? Basically, I'm still trying to figure that out. But what I do know is that the positive on 7 and 8, those are plugged into the same string, and you know, one of the negatives is on the positive bus there. So it's been short-circuiting that string of solar panels this entire time. And that's just, you know, not great for production. Haven't figured out what else, but certainly there's either long string shenanigans or more reversed polarity stuff, because that was not supposed to happen. And see, this is why you always measure amperage on the strings before you start pulling fuses, because if I measured amperage after I turned the inverter off, I would have seen that there was still amperage flowing on 7 and 8, and would have been like, that seems weird, and I should not pull those fuses or else they'll arc and scare the living crap out of me. Okay, here's at least part of the problem. Here we have a negative cable plugged into the positive of the panel, right? So that's wrong. And then over here we have the opposite. It's a negative cable plugged into a positive, or a positive cable plugged into a negative connector. I did check amperage on that, so it wouldn't do the thing. If you notice here, it looks like somebody just misinterpreted the labeling. So this is 4.8 plus, this is 4.7 negative. Now, they wrote a down, and just going through the markings for the rest of the ground mount, the down is for the lower set of panels down here. Right there, I unplugged those, but those were plugged together before, which that's a really fast way to get a 3000 volt string of panels, which, you know, these panels are not rated for. So simple but important mistake, and fortunately should be pretty easy to fix it, and then got to fix up the fuse box in the inverter.